In the mid-1960s, American Motors Corporation was struggling to shed its reputation as merely an economy car manufacturer. Under the leadership of Roy Abernethy and with the creative vision of design chief Dick Teague, AMC embarked on an ambitious journey to revolutionize their image. The result would be one of the most distinctive American cars ever produced, the AMX. The story begins in 1965, when AMC's Advanced Styling Studios, under the direction of Charles Mashigan, developed the first AMX prototype. The original concept featured something unprecedented, a Ramble seat that opened from the rear deck lid, paying homage to the company's Rambler heritage. This innovative design caught the public's imagination when it toured as part of AMC's Project 4 automobile show in 1966. The path to production wasn't straightforward. Two parallel development programs emerged, one for a modified version of AMC's upcoming Javelin and another for a completely new fiberglass-bodied vehicle. Vic Raviolo, a veteran engineer who had previously worked on racing Lincolns in the legendary Carrera Panamericana, was brought in to help develop this new sports car type coupe. When the AMX finally debuted at the Daytona International Speedway on February 15, 1968, it made an immediate impact. Here was something extraordinary, a two-seat American sports car that could challenge Chevrolet's Corvette at a substantially lower price point. With its 97-inch wheelbase, the AMX was just 1 inch shorter than the Corvette, but with a price tag of $3,245, it cost nearly 25% less. To prove the AMX's performance credentials, AMC turned to Craig Breedlove, the world land speed record holder. In January 1968, before the cars even reached showrooms, Breedlove, his wife Lee, and driver Ron Dykes took two specially prepared AMXs to Goodyear's test track in Texas. The results were astounding. They set 106 world speed and endurance records. The cars were modified by Breedlove's Spirit of America crew and Traco Engineering, featuring enhanced V8 engines, special chassis modifications, and aerodynamic improvements. The production AMX offered customers a choice of three powerful V8 engines. The base 290 cubic inch engine produced 225 horsepower, while the mid-range 343 cubic inch version delivered 280 horsepower. For those seeking maximum performance, the mighty 390 cubic inch V8 generated 315 horsepower and 425 pound-feet of torque. All engines came with a 4-barrel carburetor, and buyers could choose between a standard 4-speed manual transmission or an optional shift command 3-speed automatic. The AMX wasn't just about raw power, it was also a pioneer in automotive technology. The American Society of Automotive Engineers named it the Best Engineered Car of the Year in both 1969 and 1970. Among its innovations was the first injection-molded dashboard produced in one piece, designed specifically for safety. The 1970 models introduced another industry first, chemically strengthened, lightweight safety glass developed in partnership with Corning. The AMX also made its mark in racing. Professional drivers like Shirley Shahan, known as the Drag-On Lady, and Lou Downey demonstrated the car's capabilities on drag strips nationwide. NHRA champion Wally Booth campaigned AMXs in both Superstock and Pro Stock classes, while Herman Lewis, often called the godfather of AMC racing, claimed victory in 200 events with his distinctive red, white, and blue AMX. For performance enthusiasts, AMC offered the popular Go Package option. Available with either the 343 or 390 engine, it included power-assisted front disc brakes, a twin-grip differential, special performance tires, heavy-duty suspension components, and enhanced cooling systems. The car's styling was as bold as its performance. Dick Teague's design featured a long hood, short deck proportions, and distinctive features like twin hood bulges and optional racing stripes. The interior was equally impressive, with bucket seats, full instrumentation including a 0 to 8,000 revolutions per minute tachometer, and a comprehensive array of comfort and convenience features. By 1969, the AMX had proven itself as a serious contender in the performance car market. The second model year brought subtle but meaningful improvements, including a new hood-mounted tachometer that matched the 140 miles per hour speedometer. The interior received upgrades too, with better carpeting, revised door panels, and the option of leather upholstery. A significant change came in January 1969, when all manual transmission AMXs were equipped with the precise Hurst floor shifter. One of the most striking options introduced in mid-1969 was the Big Bad paint scheme. These eye-catching colors, neon brilliant blue, orange, and green, weren't just paint jobs. They came with color-matched front and rear bumpers and special trim pieces. Records show AMC built exactly 195 cars in Big Bad Blue, 285 in Big Bad Orange, and 283 in Big Bad Green. A particularly rare and sought-after variant was the California 500 Special, sold only by Southern California AMC dealers. These cars celebrated the 1969 racing season at Riverside International Raceway. All were finished in Big Bad Green with black stripes and came loaded with options including the 390, Go Pack, automatic transmission, air conditioning, power steering, and leather interior. They also featured unique Trendsetter Sidewinder exhaust pipes and special brass plaques mounted on the hood. For drag racing enthusiasts, AMC created the Superstock AMX. These purpose-built machines featured a highly modified 390 engine with twin Holley carburetors, 12.3-to-1 compression heads, and special exhaust systems. While AMC officially rated them at 340 horsepower, the National Hot Rod Association, NHRA, estimated their true output at 420 horsepower. The best recorded quarter-mile time for these machines was an impressive 10.73 seconds at 128 miles per hour. The 1970 model year brought the most significant changes to the AMX. The car received a striking new front-end design with a longer hood featuring functional ram air induction scoops. The grille became flush and full width, incorporating the headlamps, while the rear end gained full-width tail lamps. These changes added about 2 inches to the car's overall length. Under the hood, 1970 brought a revised engine lineup. The 343 was replaced by a new 360 cubic inch V8, producing 290 horsepower, while the 390 engine received new heads that bumped its output to 325 horsepower. The suspension was also improved with new double wishbone front suspension featuring ball joints and trailing struts. Despite its impressive performance and innovative features, AMX sales never reached the levels AMC had hoped for. Production numbers tell the story: 6,725 units in 1968, 8,293 in 1969, and 4,116 in 1970, for a total of 19,134 cars over 3 years. However, the AMX successfully achieved its primary goal, changing the public's perception of American motors and bringing younger customers into AMC showrooms. The AMX story expanded beyond American shores. In Australia, 24 right-hand drive AMXs were hand-assembled by Australian Motor Industries, AMI, between August 1969 and July 1970. These unique cars, marketed as Rambler AMX, featured special interiors with distinctive seats and a fiberglass dashboard. They came highly equipped with the 343 engine, automatic transmission, power steering, and power disc brakes as standard features. Throughout its production run, the AMX proved itself on various racing circuits. In SCCA Sports Car Club of America competition, it was classed in B production alongside the Shelby GT 350. At the 1969 SCCA National Championship, an AMX claimed second place, finishing just 1 minute and 14 seconds behind a Corvette at Daytona International Speedway. The AMX even participated in the infamous Cannonball Baker Sea to Shining Sea Memorial Trophy Dash. In 1971, Brothers Tom and Ed Brewerton drove their AMX from New York to Los Angeles in just 37 hours and 48 minutes, averaging 77.3 miles per hour. They returned for the 1972 run, completing the coast-to-coast journey in 39 hours and 42 minutes. While the two-seat AMX ended production in 1970, its influence lived on. The name was transferred to performance versions of the four-seat Javelin from 1971 to 1974, and later appeared on sporty versions of the Hornet, Concorde, and Spirit models. Today, the original two-seat AMX is highly prized by collectors, with values steadily increasing as enthusiasts recognize its significance in American automotive history. The AMX represented something unique in American automotive history, a car that dared to be different. It wasn't just another muscle car, nor was it simply a sports car. Instead, it carved out its own niche, combining elements of both in a package that offered impressive performance at an affordable price. Its innovations in safety and engineering, its racing successes, and its bold styling all contributed to its legendary status. The legacy of the AMX continues to grow. Today, these cars are increasingly sought after by collectors, with rare versions like the California 500 Specials and Super Stock models commanding premium prices. The AMX's combination of performance, style, and rarity makes it one of the most interesting and valuable muscle cars of its era. As we look back at the AMX today, we see more than just a car. We see American Motors Corporation's bold statement of capability and creativity. In an era dominated by the big three automakers, the AMX proved that innovation and excellence could come from unexpected places. It stands as a testament to the power of daring to be different, of challenging conventions, and of pursuing excellence regardless of obstacles.